If you're an entrepreneur or thinking about being an entrepreneur, then you're already busy stressing yourself out, thinking you have to do everything else yourself. Okay, and it just simply isn't true. So I'm going to share why I've become an expert outsourcing delegation machine. So listen in. Okay, so learning new skills are great, okay, but the chances are if you try to do everything yourself, like a lot of people try to do, then you're probably going to be about mediocre at best with all the things that you need to learn. Okay, so people think it's easy, but when you're starting a business, among many other things, you need to become a web developer, a digital marketer, an SEO expert, a copywriter, graphic designer, customer services agent, a salesperson, an accountant, a lawyer, and the list goes on. Okay, you don't need to stress yourself out like this. Okay, it's something that most people do try and do. They try and save some money because they don't want to pay for other experts to get involved in their business to help it grow. Okay, but I found that using VAs and freelancers on places like Fiverr.com, call answering services, marketing experts, outsourcing, it literally frees up so much of your time so that you can get on with the most important tasks in your business where you add the most value. Okay, and you don't need full-time staff. You don't need to have a payroll at all. You don't need anyone. Okay, you could just get freelancers who will just do work as and when you want them to. You can get VAs. You can, like I said, you can go on Fiverr.com. I've left the link in the show notes. Okay, because Fiverr.com, it has so many different types of freelancers out there, from all sorts of graphic design, video editing, podcast editing, anything you can think of is out there, like digital marketing, SEO stuff, everything. Okay, so click on that link and that will take you over to Fiverr. But other companies as well, think about other companies that are out there. Literally, like if you want a Google Ads campaign, go to a marketing company, go to an SEO company or whatever, to get what it is that you need service-wise, because they'll probably do a better job, which will lead to better results. It frees up your time to be more creative and progress the business forward. And that's really what you want. You want a progressive profitable business that you can go with for the long run and not actually start to resent. Because if you're doing everything, carrying all that weight on your shoulders, trying to do absolutely everything yourself, you'll start to resent it, particularly when you start seeing you're not making as much money as you originally thought, and all this work, is it really worth it? Well, if you were outsourcing your stuff, you probably wouldn't feel like that, trust me. Okay, so my aim, personally, is any task that I find myself doing again and again, I kind of think like, could I train someone to do this in like a couple of minutes or a couple of hours or even a couple of days? And if the answer is yes, generally speaking, I will just outsource it. So whether it's to my VA or to like someone else on my team, I will outsource it. I will get rid of it. If it's a company, I do marketing myself. I know how to do it. I've been doing it for many years online, Google Ads, SEO, stuff like that. But for my websites and that, I actually pay another company to do it for me because I don't want to be doing it. I don't want to be doing this monotonous task that I can pay someone else to do. And it frees up my time to do other stuff, like this podcast. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, Aaron, that's good for you, but I can't afford to outsource. Well, can you afford not to outsource? That sounds like such a shit question to throw back at you, right? But it's true, okay? Can you actually afford not to outsource? If you are stuck trying to do everything and you're doing everything like half-heartedly, you don't really have a successful business. Imagine how much more successful your business could be if you could pay someone, an expert who is much better at that task than you, who can just go ahead and do that and take care of that while you are off doing something else that's more important to grow your business. Imagine how much further ahead you could be by doing that. Now, it took me a while to learn to just pay money out for people to do stuff, but when you start to learn that, you start to see the results. And I've been growing like that, okay? Because it's a curve that's going like that, more steep, because I'm actually outsourcing now, and I'm getting other people involved in my businesses, getting on with the task. And to be honest with you, a little secret, a lot of them do it way better than I ever would. Because one, they're just great at it, and two, I find it so boring that I just do a crappy job anyway. So whatever, you'll probably find people are better than you, and you want better people than you in your business anyway, right? Because you want people who can do a fantastic blinding job. So outsourcing saves not just time, but also money. It generates more sales, and it makes things more efficient for you. And it brings other creative ideas into the business. So if you don't have a business partner, this is great, because if you give a task to someone, they start thinking of other better ways that they can create that task, or completely new direction that you never even thought about. And that can be great because you don't have a business partner, but you've got someone you've outsourced it to who's coming up with all these creative ideas, and it's helping your business. Imagine that. How good is that? It's helping your business, and you're just paying them, whatever it is an hour, $10 an hour, $15 an hour, whatever it is, it's going to be worth a lot more in the long run to you. Okay, and now trust me, it worked for me. It can work for you too. You just need to discover that business at its very core, it's all about that connection. Okay, know, like, and trust factor. Have you heard of that before? People have got to know, like, and trust you before they buy from you. And that's the same with your staff. Your staff have to believe in you. They have to believe that you have the skills that it takes to be a leader, for them to follow you. And that's, it comes down to basic business principles. Get your words, Aaron. So click on this video right here, okay, about the 5 skills you need to start a business. And even if you've already started the business, these are the fundamentals that will transform your business going forward. Okay, and remember, opportunity awaits us all. You've just got to go out there and take it. So until next time, I'm Aaron Henriquez. Take care.